Hello students, in this tutorial we will see how to create VAT and CST Masters in Tally ERP 9. So first tax master for VAT would be a VAT tax ledger head. We are taking an example of a ledger head with a percentage of 5%. The goods which we are considering have a VAT rate of 5%. So let's create a tax ledger for VAT for 5%. So go to accounts info, ledgers, create. So enter name as VAT at the rate 5%. It would be under duties and taxes because it is a tax ledger. Select type of duty as VAT, give the percentage as 5%. Select rounding method as normal rounding and rounding limit would be up to 1. Is TDS applicable? For me it is not applicable, so accept. So this is how your tax ledger head is created. So moving on to next master, it is VAT classification. So this is the VAT classification we need to create for a rate of for a rate of 5% and for sales. So go to option of statutory info, which is in accounts info. So VAT classification, here we would be creating classification for sales at the rate 5%. Whenever we would be selling something with the rate of 5%, we would be using this classification. Applicable from, we will be take, for example, it is applicable from 1/4/2016. When you would do for yourself, write the applicable date correctly. Tax rate is 5% and taxability is taxable. So enter and accept the screen. Now when next we would be creating a classification for purchase. When you would be purchasing something at the rate of 5%, we would be using this classification. So we would be naming is at purchase at the rate 5%, applicable from 1/4/2016, and again rate is 5% and it is taxable. So these are the two classifications we have created for rate of 5%. When the rate would change, create another classifications. Okay, so now we have created the classification. We would move next to the sales ledger for VAT sales. So we are selling here at the rate of 5%. So again, masters, account info and ledger, go to create. This is the third master we would be creating, sales at the rate 5%. Again, now this is a sales ledger, so the group would be sales account. Inventory values are affected, option would be yes because we are working with the inventory. And is VAT CST applicable? Yes, it is applicable. And set alter VAT details would be yes. Now here there is a option to select a classification. Now this is a sales ledger, so and the sales ledger for rate of 5%. So here the classification would be sales at the rate 5%. Select it and just go on entering and accept the screen. Here your going to display, you can see sales at the rate 5%, which is a sales account has been created. So similarly we will create a purchase account for a rate of 5%. Purchase, we will name it as purchase at the rate 5%. Now this would come under purchase account, and VAT and CST is applicable, yes. Other options would be no. So for go to classification. Now this is a purchase ledger, so classification we would be selecting as a purchase at the rate 5%. Select it. Is TDS applicable? Keep as it is undefined. For now it is not applicable. Enter and accept the screen. So here your purchase account is been created. So this is how we create sales and purchase account for VAT. Okay, now next, moving on to next, we would be creating a CST Tax Leisure. Now we are taking here that the CST rate is 2%, which is against CPOM. CST is Central Sales Tax, and for which we are creating a tax ledger. So go again to ledger, create, give the name as CST at the rate 2% against CFOM. Many of the people give just the name as CST at the rate 2%, but I will prefer CST at 2% against CFOM. So under this is a tax ledger, duty ledger, so select it as duties and taxes. Now the type of duty would be CST. Percentage of calculation is 2%, and rounding is 1%. TDS applicable, it is no. Enter and accept the screen. So this is your CST at the rate 2% against CFOM tax ledger is created. So again we will move on to next master. Interstate sales ledger we need to create. So let's go and create interstate ledger. So interstate sales at the rate 2% against CFOM. So this would be under sales account. Inventory values are affected, yes. VAT CST applicable, yes. Now here we need to create a classification for it. Interstate sales at the rate 2% against CFOM. So applicable from 1/4/2016, and tax rate is 2. So enter and accept it. In similar fashion we can create a purchase ledger for CST, which would be CST purchase at the rate 2% against CFOM, which would be under purchase account, and again we would be creating a classification for CST purchase, which would be CST purchase at the rate 2%, and we would be giving taxable percentage as 2%. So this is how we created masters. The last thing we would be doing, I will say this is the second last thing, we need to create a stock item. Now see, for example, the stock item is zoom CCTV camera indoor. So go to it, inventory info, stock item. We will create a unit for it. A simple unit would be numbers, a formal name would be number. Again, then we will go for creating of stock item, go to create. So the name would be zoom CCTV camera indoor. So here we have not created any stock groups, so we would select it as primary. Stock unit is numbers, VAT is applicable, and we would just give set alter VAT details. Yes, here we will not select any classification, we will give VAT rate as 5%. Here only we need to give a VAT rate. CST rate need not be given. CST rate would be automatically calculated by passing the transaction. Okay, so this is how we create a stock item for VAT. And last thing we would be doing is we would be creating a ledger for a creditor. So our creditor is Nagarjuna Technologies Private Limited. This is the sundry creditor. If we need to create a sundry debtor, we will select the group as sundry debtor. Maintain bills, balances bill by bill, yes. Give the credit period if you want. Give the address. I would be giving a short address, that is Hyderabad, and it is in Andhra Pradesh. Whenever you would be working for yourself, give a detailed address. As I don't have that much time to write the address, I will not do it now. So set alter VAT details, yes. Here you need to give a dealer's VAT and TIN number, because if you don't give, the tally will consider the dealer is unregistered dealer. So type of dealer I have selected as a regular dealer. Now I will give the VAT TIN number. V. Now sales and purchases are again C form, yes, because this is a interstate dealer outside our own state is Maharashtra, and we are purchasing from Andhra Pradesh, so C form is applicable, so I will select option as yes. So enter and accept it. So this was the last master we created for VAT and CST. So let's see again what else we have created. We have created a VAT ledger, we have created a CST tax ledger, then again we created sales and purchase ledgers, which would be under sales and purchase account for VAT. We had created interstate sales ledger for CST purchases. Similarly, there would be a interstate purchase ledger at the rate 2% for CST purchases from other state. And we had created a ledger of Nagarjuna Technologies, which is a sundry creditor. We had also created a stock item which we need, zoom CCTV camera, and we have given the percentage of 5%. So this was all about creating a masters for VAT and CST. This is a very important topic. If masters are not created in a proper way, your transactions would not be done correctly, values would not be calculated correctly, or it might be possible that the values are not at all calculated automatically. So do it carefully. So in next tutorial we will pass VAT and CST transactions actually. Thank you for watching this video.